Hello everyone.
Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Andre.
And Emma has just asked us to do a few questions about just mentoring. So Andre's got our first question.
Okay, our first question is, what benefits do you gain from mentoring? So Amy, what benefits do you gain?
Some of the benefits that you gain are just wisdom and insight, clarity of mind, knowing that your obstacles or trials or challenges, you can overcome them. Because sometimes it's a bit overwhelming working in environments where you work with people. So mainly, just clarity of mind, knowing that it's okay even when things aren't. So.
Cool.
What about you, Jay?
I reckon when you're a mentor, what you gain from it is being able to improve someone else's life and help them and coach them along the way, because we can't do things by ourselves. It's a real privilege, and if you're a mentee, obviously some of the benefits that you gain from that are for someone to help you and to guide you and to coach you through things that you can't get through on your own, and someone hopefully with more wisdom than you, someone who is mature in a lot of areas that where you can learn from their experience, and and you don't have to go through a tough time because of their wisdom.
Awesome. Okay, so what are some do's and don'ts of the job, and what are some things we can do in order to be good mentors or good mentees?
Okay. Me? Okay. Well, for do's, definitely you've got to love people. You've got to love the person you're working with, and you've got to be willing to have a relationship with them. Mentoring is not something that you just do. It's not an event. You don't just say, okay, this week we're meeting and that's it. It happens best in the form of a relationship. And mentoring happens best, do is this, believe in people. And believe in people even when they don't exhibit or show the behaviour that you want to see. You've got to believe in them, because when they know that you believe in them, they're going to start behaving the way that you want them to. Other do's, a lot of support. You know, it's not just about saying you need to do this and you need to do that. You need to offer practical advice and support along the way. So those are my do's. I might cover some don'ts, but what about your do's?
My do's would be, do be honest. Just having honesty.
So good.
Because, I mean, it's easy just to say, yeah, everything's fine when it's not, because that's the purpose of it, is to work through these things. Because there's a lot of habits that we do that we may think are fine, but they necessarily may not be healthy or influential on us or other people. So I reckon being honest is one of the big things. And honest with each other, saying, hey, I can't do this, this is probably where I need help or something. So that do, and the other do is maybe just eat food together. Just because it just relaxes you, and you know. It doesn't cost that much to buy something to eat, and I know it's a good way to fellowship and just to open up as well.
It's a good way just to bring down the walls and the barriers, because everyone needs food. Yeah,
that's right.
Probably don't be surprised when things don't go the way that you want them to and at the pace that you want them to. Remember, you're dealing with real people with real issues who face real life stuff. Don't expect too much from the relationship. Expect the best, but when things don't go the way that you don't want it to go, don't pull out. Another don't is, maybe it's a do, but you've got to be consistent if you're going to have a mentoring relationship. You can't just sporadically meet when you want and then just keep cancelling. It's got to be consistent if you want to see some real change there. And then probably the other don't is mates. I don't know, I can't think of one. What about you?
Don't be late.
That's good.
Because the time is precious, and normally you only get about an hour at the most sometimes. So don't be late, because it shows that you're honouring that person, whoever you are meeting, and it means you can get through a lot in that hour as well.
That's good.
Normally, one of the things I've found is being on time. It always helps, not just myself but the other person as well. But the other don't is probably don't just talk the ear off. Don't just let it be all about you, because as much as you talk, you still need to listen just as much as well to the answers that are like just your conversation and things like that as well. Because it's an investment. That's why.
Absolutely. Sorry, just going back to a couple do's. Do listen and do ask questions. And a good mentoring relationship is, even though if you're a mentor, you're going to learn some good things as well. So you've got to be listening, not only with your ears, but listening with your heart and having empathy as well. Just try to find out what's going on for them and ask good questions.
Awesome.
Okay, what are some or one of the expectations of yourself and the mentee? So, Amy, what are some of the expectations?
Expectations of myself? I don't know. I guess it would be that thing where I talk about just being honest, but also expecting good things as well. Not just because I mean we all have challenges and trials that we go through, but expecting that there will be an outcome, that we will be able to overcome something, or that there will be progress in whatever it is. Amen. So that's my expectations of myself. Sorry. Now the other person, generally, I don't have many expectations on the other person.
That's good.
But I know I'm appreciative of whatever they do bring to the table.
That's good.
So yeah.
Cool. I think for me the key word is expectations. And if you go into a mentoring relationship, you've got to set those expectations. For instance, if someone is asking you to be a mentor, but they're actually asking you to change their whole life, well, that's not a realistic expectation. So right at the beginning of the relationship, you've got to set like, okay, this is what this relationship is going to look like. This is what you can realistically expect from this relationship. And this is also what you cannot expect from me. You know, so if it's a mentoring relationship, you can actually say to them, look, I want to be there to support you, but please, you can actually say this, you know, don't expect me to be another parent to you. You know, that sounds like a really hard thing to say. Unless, of course, that's what you want as an outcome of your relationship. But you just got to set those expectations, make sure that you're on the same page. Otherwise, you're going to be going in different directions and you're going to be upsetting people. So a big one, set the expectations and make them realistic as well. And I just suppose, mate, for it to work, both people need to be interested and invested in it. And it doesn't work if one person's always pulling the other person up.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, the expectations part, yeah. So I have expectations of my mentor, and that is that she would ask me hard questions that no one else is able to in my life. That's good. And even if she sees something or suspects something that I'm going through, even if it's not true or it doesn't turn out true, just to ask it anyway. And that's just out of for my own sake as well as hers, not having those preconceived ideas or assumptions of a situation. And just asking those hard questions means that the answers may not have to be hard on my part, but it just means that at least I know there's someone who cares, someone who can see my situation or see me walk through the door and go, hey man, looks like she's had a hard day or something like that. And just knowing that we're there, not just to pretend everything's okay, but actually to work through stuff.
Absolutely. And if you're a mentee looking for a mentor, I think this is important. It requires maturity because it means that you're actually willing to change. So you should go in there, I reckon, if you're a mentee, with the expectation that person's going to make you better. And if you think that you're a know-it-all and you're going to go in and that you've got nothing to change in you, then that's the wrong attitude.
Exactly. Awesome. I think that's all our questions for today. Thank you very much for your time.
God bless you.
Awesome. See ya.